Hey guys, it's Hidden Gems, back again. Now, I'm sure you're looking at this video thinking, Halo, that's not a hidden gem. And no, it's not. But I bet you didn't know that in the Halo universe, it's just like how the Star Wars expanded universe used to be. It's all canon. Now, what does that mean exactly? Now, what that means is everything with the Halo name on it is canon. The books, the comics, obviously the video games, the anime. There was an anime, and short stories, commercials, and yeah, anything that has the Halo name on it. Now, this used to not be the case, where we have a reverse Star Wars situation here, where it used to be under Bungie, the books were canon, but they were soft canon. They were not considered. Basically, the games would if there was a game came out like Fall of Reach, which I have right here. Might as well grab it. Back in the Bungie days, this is the reprint. Back in the Bungie days, this was not considered canon. The game overrode this. And yeah, because obviously, as you know, there was Halo Reach. And in Bungie's mind, this just got dumped in the trash. When 343 came along and took over the franchise, they did not do that. They had the opposite approach. They went, okay, the book is canon. Yeah, there is some stuff that contradicts the game. There's some stuff in the game that contradicts the book, but the parts that don't are canon. So the book parts that don't conflict with the game, that's canon. All of it's canon. I'll have to pull up. I'll throw it up on here. For anybody that disagrees, if anybody that wants to, disagree with me here, you're incorrect. I can throw up the quote. 343, as of I think 2009, whenever they took over the franchise, they said everything is on even footing. So this is on even. I don't have a copy of the game on here, but just pretend that old Master Chief here is a copy of Halo, one of the games. This is canon with this. It's all canon. So make sure Chief doesn't fall over. Chief's gonna fall over. But anyway, so yeah, and I don't think a lot of people don't know this. It's kind of like how Star Wars was up until the EU rebranding back in 2014. Most people didn't know that there were books that had. Most people didn't know that Luke and Han, Han and Leia had kids. I always screw that up for some reason. Most people didn't know that. I remember, I worked at a summer camp for a few years. This was the late 2010s. This was before Disney, bought the franchise, and I'd tell, people of all. It was kids, people my age. I would tell them that, and they would look at me like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" I said, "Oh yeah, go on Wikipedia." I knew a guy that just didn't believe me, and I said, "Yeah, go on Wikipedia and look it up." And he's like, "Oh, he went and looked it up, and he's, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, Luke had a kid. Han and Leia had kids. Oh yeah, you were right." I'm like, yeah, I know. There's material that covers after Return of the Jedi. Most people don't know that, and Halo is pretty much the same way. Most people don't know there's a book that covers literally Master Chief's origin. And people go, I don't know much about Master Chief. I don't. It's just, people like. I don't know, he's just some weird dude, some dude in a green suit. No, read this. It explains everything. You know, this gives you the whole Chief's whole backstory right here. So, yeah, and I know there's people that review Halo books. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but um, my goal with this video series, I'm going to go through the entire Halo universe, every single thing, every short story, every book, every comic. I'm not doing visual medium. I'm not going to do the games. I'll indicate where they when they appear in the timeline. But I'm not. There's 50 million videos of people reviewing the Halo game, so I'm not going to do that. I probably won't do the anime or any of the the movies because I think they're all canon, but I think again there's a million reviews of Forward Until Dawn and the Halo anime, so I'm gonna be doing it from a expanded universe perspective. I'm gonna do every piece of written media. We're gonna be going through the written media. So, which that's less talked about. So I feel like that is in line with the vision of my channel here. So, yeah. So it's gonna be a ride. So, and this isn't gonna overtake everything. I'm still gonna do other things. I've got some Star Wars stuff I want to do. I've got some other things I want to do. So this isn't gonna completely overtake my channel. This is just one series. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a while. I've been playing around with this for years. I thought about doing it with Star Wars, but there's so many other people doing Star Wars stuff now because of Disney being junk. So there's a lot more people doing that. There's really nobody that's done this, as far as I understand. Yeah. So I hope you guys join me for the ride. Look forward to the next episode, or excuse me, the first episode. I'm probably gonna upload it with this because it's a short story, so I'll just probably gonna bang it out real quick here. I'm hoping to do one at least once a week. I hope. Yeah. And well, one quick thing. I've got the list. There's over 100, I think 120 pieces of written Halo media, so it's gonna be a while. But yeah, so I just want to put this out here. I just want to explain what I was doing. I didn't want to just dump the first thing on there and with no explanation. So now you've got an idea of what I'm doing, and I would have gone into more into more detail here, but I don't want to drone on. I've already kind of talked about Halo as a franchise, my personal. I try to put my own personal spin on it. Halo is another one of those franchises, just very near and dear to my heart. I didn't get into it day one, but pretty close. I played Halo 1 about 6 months, a few months before Halo 2 came out. Halo 2 was my entry point, so I'm not technically an OG fan. OG fan. I mean, I sort of am because of it's Halo 2. But yeah, it's not quite on my obviously Star Wars is my number one jam, but Halo's it's up there. It's probably 2 or 3, I would say. It's close. It's up there. So this is something I've been planning on doing for quite some time. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys join me on this journey. Have a nice night.